Good morning, the students of class 8. Today I am going to discuss your social science history class. And today's chapter you already know, from trade to territory. I am revising the chapter, those subunits one by one. I am going to revise another subunit from class 8 social science, and today's subject history, and the chapter is from trade to territory. It is chapter number 2, and the name of the subunit today we are discussing, that is the Battle of Plassey. So let's begin the subunit. The previous class you have already read how East India Company they disobeyed the orders of the Nawab of Bengal, first Mushir Quli, in the time of Alibardi. Now what happened in the time of Siraj-ud-Dowla? That in 1756 Siraj-ud-Dowla became the Nawab of Bengal, and at that time he was at a very young age, and he was very much energetic and full with anger. So what happened when the company when they asked the company to stop to giving the taxes on their trade, the private trade, as well as and they leave the other concessions, then the company denied it. They also asked them to stop the minting coin and stop their fortification, but they denied. So this led to a conflict between the Nawab forces and the British East India Company. So what was there in the mind of British East India Company? That the company was keen on a puppet ruler and who will give concessions and privileges. So the East India Company, they always wanted a ruler who will support them in their trade and commercial activities, who could allow them in their trade, making factories and giving concessions on free trade and not collecting any taxes from their personal trade also. But Siraj-ud-Dowla was not like that. He was very much angry on the activities of the British East India Company. What happened? So when they decided that there should be a battle, then there would be a battle, then East India Company started negotiations, but negotiation failed, and so they helped one of his rivals. They wanted a puppet ruler, but they failed to manage Siraj-ud-Dowla for their own purposes. So then they helped one of the rivals of Siraj-ud-Dowla. At the time, there are different rivals emerged in Bengal politics against Siraj-ud-Dowla, because Nawab Alibardi Khan had 3 daughters, and out of them, youngest son of his younger daughter Amina Begum. So the elder sister company, they also joined the company sides, and a group of a conspiracy emerged behind the Nawab of Bengal. So angry Nawab, what happened? At last, angry Nawab ordered them to stop fortification in Calcutta and pay taxes. You already know that from 1707, when Mughal Emperor Farooq Shah gave them the farman to trade duty free in Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. So they use and they can issue the free passes for trade. Then what happened? They make several copies for their personal of the dastak and make for their personal trades, as well as they started selling the free passes to their nearest Indian traders also. They also conduct the trade without duty in Bengal. So what happened? It costs a huge revenue loss for the Nawab. So finally, and as well as they started fortification in Kolkata, in Calcutta, and also in Kashim Bajar. So the Nawab watched these things. He look at this thing carefully, and he understood that it is a great threat for the sovereignty of the state of Bengal. So finally, angry Nawab ordered them to stop fortification in Calcutta. So in return, they also started collecting taxes from the Indian merchants. Those ships traveled through the river Bhagirathi near Calcutta. It was the forward base of the East India Company, I have already mentioned. So, and they also refused to pay taxes and continued their free trade without giving any taxes and distributing the free passes enormously against money. So what happened? British East India Company, when refused it, then Siraj marched with 30,000 army. Siraj marched towards the factory in Kasim Bazar. It is very near to their capital Murshidabad. So, and they finally captured the the Kasim Bazar factory and arrested all the officials present there and defeated the guards present there to protect the factory. And after that, they also marched towards Calcutta, the most powerful British fortification and base in Bengal. And he captured the Bengal easily because very few forces deployed at the time in Fort William. And he captured Fort William, and rest of the officials flew away. And he arrested some persons and appointed his representative at Calcutta. And name of the representative, Manik Chand. So what happened when those fugitive officials taken their shelter near a small place near Kolkata, it is Falta, and sent report to in their next base at Madras. Then Robert Clive, the British general, with Admiral Watson, reached Calcutta with a huge army and powerful navy, and they recaptured Calcutta by bribing Manik Chand with a huge amount. Finally, they met, and when Siraj heard this news, he was very much furious to decide and wanted to teach a lesson to the British in a face-to-face battle. So finally, they met for battle in 23rd June 1757 at a place near 30 kilometers away from Murshidabad. It is Plassey. And what happened in the battle? That both the forces met each other. The Clive's force and Siraj's force met together in the Battle of Plassey. But what happened? The chief commander of Siraj-Dowlah, Mir Jafar, was already involved in the conspiracy against the Nawab. So the Mir Jafar, as well as the chief banker of Nawab, the Umi Chand, also called Jagat Seth, as well as the Raidullah and the other officials, they never participated in the battle and never ordered their army to join the battle. So what happened? A handful of people, it is more or less 10,000 people, started fighting with the Clive's army, and the leadership of Mir Madan Mohanlal and Siraj himself. And finally, in front of British artillery, they defeated and killed, and Siraj was flew away, and later he was caught and executed by the son of Mir Jafar, Miran. And in this way, the British easily won the Battle of Plassey with the conspiracy. and as per the previous promise, they made Mir Jafar the king of, or Nawab of Bengal, and got a huge compensation, almost 17 crore 7 lakh rupees, and got the zamindari of 24 Parganas. It is the south of Calcutta. Today it is two different districts, north and south 24 Parganas. At that time it is the same districts. So they got the zamindari of 24 Parganas and a huge amount of compensation, as well as they got the right to trade duty free in all the ports of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. All the trading ports and trading centers of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. So in this way, the Battle of Plassey became the greatest humiliation of the Nawab and the Indian forces, and it was also significant incident for the political supremacy of British East India Company. Next class we'll discuss what happened next about the story of Mir Qasim and the Battle of Buxar. Till then, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. See you again.